Howdy, folks. I know we're starting on a different scene at the moment from what we typically do. Uh, we'll get to the stream in a bit, and obviously we're for the folks not in the Discord, I'll explain why things have been kind of like radio silent for a while. So not so fun life updates going on, and I'll do my best not to fall apart because this is the kind of life update stuff where people tend to fall apart. um Let me just make sure you can actually hear me. Okay, good. Seems like that's good. Let me see here. I kind of need to get my bearings a little bit. Okay, here we go. All right, we're alive. We're all right. Okay, so for the folks not in the Discord, I mean, I guess there's no other way to say it. That my dad, who he's been sitting in for the streams for a while, kind of he's been my co-pilot these past few months. Um and we didn't really talk about it, but I mean, he was sick. Um which is part of why we were spending so much time together, because I was his caretaker, essentially. I, frankly, I'm unemployed. So I was spending my time helping dad, taking care of him and I mean, just that, helping with his medical stuff and going with him to his appointments and whatnot. And on the 18th, we ended up, he was having some issues. So I'm going to keep this as vague as possible, too, because you don't need to know all of it. He was having some issues. We had to bring him into the hospital. Um, and without getting too far into it, the hospitalist said that what had happened, um, she called it essentially a terminal event, which meant that what had happened was going to, I guess, lead to his death. Um, and this past Monday, so well, no, Sunday, I'm getting my days mixed up. Sunday morning, it was almost 8 a.m., Dad passed away. And I mean, it feels so final to say that. But that's what happened. Um, like I said, he was sick for a long time. He was sick for several years. And I've been taking care of him this whole time. So yeah, like I said, I'll try not to fall apart. Probably gonna happen anyway. Yeah. I figured I should let you guys know. And I didn't want it to be, I know it feels kind of, feels kind of weird how this my little fella all smiley talking about it, but I mean, there's certainly no smiles over here right now. Um, I mean, what can I say other than Dad was a big part of the stream? You know, he was riding shotgun, making jokes and giving me tips and talking about life, and it was a great time. Just he wanted to he wanted to have something to look forward to, which is why he asked me about even joining the streams in the first place. Because for a while he was just kind of lurking, and so some of you may have figured it out, but Delgar in the stream, that was actually Dad. Sitting in the chat, teasing people. He wanted to kind of play undercover, be incognito, just to get to joke around. He didn't want to, he wasn't trying to be like, it wasn't malicious or anything. He just wanted to be able to, I guess, kind of joke around with chat without anyone freaking out about what people would say, or be like, oh, it's Tusara's dad. We gotta behave. And so, Delgar was kind of like his way of getting to talk to chat without, worrying about people worrying about, what they'd say to him. I did not know he was Delgar. Yeah, yep, that Delgar was Dad. Yep. Like I said, I don't know if anyone figured it out, but how do you come up with the name? Actually, that's really cool. So, Delgar was actually a D&D character that he made. I think he said it was like a one-off character, for like this kind of like space campaign, I think it was. But Delgar was a dwarf. He was kind of a berserker character. Um, and he played him in like a one-off and then decided, hey, I actually like the character concept, so I'll bring it into a different campaign. So yeah, from then on, Dad, in all his screen names, in video games that he'd play, he was Delgar. That was just kind of like how I'm Tusara, Dad was Delgar. Yeah. So, yeah, that was Dad in the chat. You're being sneaky. Just because he was worried about ruining people's fun, which I felt like he didn't need to worry about, but, he just wanted to be careful about that kind of thing. But yeah, so, like, it's weird not having him here, it wasn't a sudden thing. I guess the thing we went in for, I was kind of, it happened every now and then, so I guess it felt kind of routine, so I wasn't expecting it to lead into him dying, so it wasn't sudden, but it was, it wasn't a thing like, oh man, like this is serious. Like I said, it was supposed to be a routine thing, so in a way, even though it was not a sudden thing, it felt sudden. So, I still have that feeling of I'll come up the stairs and he'll be sitting at the kitchen table, or I'll walk into the computer room and he'll be working on a spreadsheet, or like it's like I walk into an empty room and I feel like I just missed him. Just, yeah. New reality to get used to. But he trusted me with taking care of the kind of stuff you need to have taken care of when somebody dies. So I've been pretty busy past few days. A lot of family reaching out, wanting to know, hey, is there anything I can do? Like I could steal you for a while, we can make a day of it. And it's just with all the stuff going on, like everything is just like chaos right now. So trying my best to navigate that. Which all to say that where it concerns you guys is that streams are going to be a little irregular for a while, and you guys have been pretty understanding, so I know I won't have to worry. I'm more worried about Twitch because I want to keep my affiliateship, and that means I have to stream a certain amount of time in a month, which is going to be a little weird going forward. So hopefully, I'm hoping to maintain it, even though for a while I am going to be a little sad and weepy. But I figure we'll just keep on trucking. I would still like to play the Myst series when I get done with Chants of Sennaar. I wanted to play that with Dad because Myst was a series that he liked a lot. But I'm still gonna play it. I'd still like to play it after Chants of Sennaar. Pretty much, I'll have to let you guys know when we get back to regular schedule, but I feel like this was an announcement that, obviously I've turned off the funky music. I feel like even though I've got a little smiling character here, it needed a little more, needed to be a little more serious. then I tend to keep things on stream. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, I guess going forward I'm going to be flying solo for a while. Um, we're just kind of playing it by ear. So I wish I had better news for you guys, because I mean, this wasn't the first time Dad had been in the hospital, so I guess I'd hoped that we'd come back out and be like, hey, sorry for the delay, guys, but we're back, you know. Yeah. Like I said, it was sudden and not sudden at the same time, and so I guess in my brain, it's hard to reconcile that. Just like, it was a thing that we knew it was a possibility, but I mean, obviously you hope for a better outcome than that. I really appreciate the kind messages you guys have sent so far in chat. Hi, Critter. Hey, Clover. Thank you. Also, thank you for the hydration check. So I'll go ahead and take a sip. Yeah. So we're just we're gonna kind of vibe for now, and I'm just gonna play some DOA and I guess talk about things that I've been up to lately. Let's click over here. So obviously I've already got DOA up because I was playing it and then I remembered that I wanted to try to stream tonight. I'm like, crap! This. So I've got the little kitty in the back, you know, this was the little kitty that I had set for Dad. Not related to him in any way other than I needed a picture, but now it has a relation to him. This is, yeah, so he's gonna stay here for now. Until I feel like I'm strong enough to move it. But until then, Daisy's gonna be sitting right next to me as per the norm. I guess, is it even worth it to turn on the game sound? I should check and make sure it's not gonna blast ears. Okay, I'm waiting for on the playback. We're listening to some rock though. It's very quiet. We can turn it up a smidge, but I don't want it super loud. Yeah, I feel like, well, we are paused. It does quiet it down when it's paused. So 15 has that sound. And then I'll bump myself up a little bit. Scoot this in. So if can I mess with it here? Oh, I can. Oh, that was different. So it seems fine in my headphones right now. Yes, that volunteer kitty, I hope she's doing well. She's got to be a couple years old now, so she's probably an adult kitty by now. Oh yeah, this is fine. Sorry, I had to take out my earbud. So we ended up, part of the fun stuff of organizing these things is, sound is good. Yeah, thank you, Clover. That volunteer kitty. I wonder, Clover, if you ever met that volunteer kitty, because I know you got to be there a few times. I'm not entirely sure. That might have been a lot of those days I went by myself, so I'm trying to get it so that it's not. There we go. I could see the outline on my screen, but you can't see it on stream at least. A couple times. Yeah, yes. Yes, I just don't know if you met this particular kitty. Because I know, one of my... helped to trim nails. I remember her split face. Oh my gosh! Oh, you did meet Daisy. Okay, cool. Dad actually got to go to that, cat shelter. I think it was like once or twice. Typically, he would just be picking me up. But, I think it was like twice he ended up actually going in. And it wasn't long before we ended up, Daisy was a climber. Yeah, oh, she was a sweetie. I love you a lot. She was silly too. That image, she was trying to like push between my legs. Like, instead of going around, she's like, I'm going through. But yeah, so, Dad actually went into that shelter a couple times. Like I said, typically he would just wait for me to come out. But there were a couple times, not long before we left home, that he actually went in and played with the cats a little bit. He was like, I'm just, you know, not a big deal. I'm not big on cats, so I'll just wait for you to come out. And then a couple times he did go in, he seemed to enjoy himself. Daisy made her own path. She was a trailblazer. Yeah, so some of the stuff that I've been doing, and you know, fun stuff, I'm glad we already talked about some of it, Dad and I. Because even so far back as 2022, I think when I first started streaming, it was around in there, we were already talking about, like, funeral stuff, which is very dark. So, like, we were talking about, like, hey, you know, what songs do you want played at your funeral? Let's get your will put together. You know, that kind of thing. And he did not relish the thought of putting all of that together, and I don't blame him. Hey, I got a greatest get dunked on, Ayane. I'm not playing on a very high level, though, let's be real. So we were able to put a lot of that together even a few years ago, as dark as it was to even talk about. And I'm glad we did, because we really did not have time to do any of that stuff when we were up here, so thank goodness for that. But, you know, when you're making funeral plans, you know, it's like, what songs do you want played at the service, right? And Dad and I had already kind of talked about that. And actually one of the songs that he wanted played, which, we're gonna actually... It's weird. So, he's... I guess here's a little backstory. So, a lot of you probably won't know this just because I don't advertise it very much, but my mom passed away when I was a kid, and she was cremated. 22 plays of What's New Pussycat. You know what? That would be memorable. That would be memorable. But my mom passed away, it was like 15 years ago, so long time ago. Scars by this point, scars long healed. And we had her cremated. And so Dad said that when he died, you know, he wants to be cremated, so that's the plan. It was weird, never had to pick out an urn before. That was a new experience. The guy was nice about it, though. It was at like a funeral home, right? Interesting, kind of like... Here's all these pretty vases you can put ashes in, right? So fun stuff like that. And we got to pick out, you know, music as well. And Dad and I had already talked about it. He wanted a song called The Keeper of the Stars by Tracy Byrd. Now Dad, he's got a very eclectic taste in music all over the place. So like rock and country and orchestral and some pop and stuff like that, right? So he was all over the place. But this particular song, Keeper of the Stars by Tracy Byrd, it is a country song, and I did not know that. Not only is it a country song, it is very much a romance lovey-dovey song, which I was not expecting, but he explained it, you know, this particular song actually, it's my parents' song. They played at their wedding. So it was kind of funny. Two of my aunts had come down to kind of help us out and help set up the will and stuff like that. And so, Dad was out of the room for like a scan or something. So we're like, hey, none of us have heard of this song before. Let's listen to this song and like see what it's about. Oh my gosh. It is the sappiest, loviest love song. Oh my gosh. It's so sweet. We all teared up. We're like, please, oh my gosh. And so Dad, of course, comes back from the scan and he's like, why are you guys all tearing up? And we're like, we listened to this song and it was really nice. And he's like, yeah, I know it's a nice song. I picked it. It was our song. So, that was one of the songs we were kind of, you know, thinking of for the funeral, because Dad had picked it out. My aunt is kind of helping me plan, and she's like, you know, I agree, this is a beautiful song. I just don't know how appropriate it is for the funeral itself. But the burial, I think it would be more appropriate, because our plan, because they'll both be cremated, right? Well, Mom already was, of course, but Dad will be. They'll both be in urns, so they'll be interred together. So we figure that would be a good time to play this song, is when they're laid to rest together. I think it's very nice, and I think it's a compromise that Dad would be okay with. Maybe an instrumental version? I don't know that there's one. Incredibly sweet. Aw, hey, thanks, Catch. I appreciate that. So yeah, we've got, we'll play that at his interment. Internment? I don't know if there's an N in there or not. But, let's see, we got Angel by Sarah McLachlan, so those ASPCA, commercials with the, like, puppy with tears in its eyes, that song. He chose that one. Not when they're rejoined together. Yep, mm-hmm. It's still maximum damage. Just a different place and time. Interment. Thank you. So yeah, we chose, well, I say we. He chose Angel by Sarah McLachlan. Dante's Prayer by Lorena McKennitt. It's a very long song, so we had to go with one of the live versions, which is closer to like 4 or 5 minutes. And then we chose the Peter Hollins version of Into the West. Again, I say we. Well, that was a we, because I asked Dad about it. I asked if he'd want that played, and he said yes. So he alone chose Angel and Dante's Prayer, and then I was able to talk to him, and we got Into the West. Which, I mean, the original is nice. He's so cheesy, I love him. Oh man, I know, I love him too. I miss him so much. Yeah. So, I mean, he liked the original version okay, it's just that he liked the Peter Hollins version more, you know? I'm like, you know what, I can't blame him. I do like the Peter Hollins version more as well. Alright, come on, Nelly Fang. Work with me here. Yeah, Peter Hollins is great. I like a lot of his Lord of the Rings stuff, and obviously Dad did too. So yeah, we picked those out. I didn't know there was a limit, cause 15 years ago, when I was itty bitty, when we went to Mom's funeral, they kind of just, the way that they did it, we're working with a different group, obviously, but the way they did it was, we got to pick, like, multiple songs. It was like a list, and it just kind of played in the background during visitation. Nothing really played during the funeral that I remember. It was just, you know, during that hour of visitation, you know, it's just going through a playlist. And I like how Hurt is better by Johnny Cash than Nin. I don't think, I mean, I'm sure I've heard that song before, I just don't recognize the, like, if I were to listen to the tune, I would probably know it, but I'm not good with names. Sorry, I had to lock in a little bit there, I was kind of goofing up. So yeah, I guess I was kind of expecting, like, I was putting together a whole playlist expecting it to be like that, and then we were talking to the funeral home, they're like, well, it's like, some families do, like, some families don't do any songs, some do 2, we have like a max of 3. I'm like, ah, come on, only a max of 3? Come on now, where's your sense of adventure? So, gonna work a little different, of course. And then, like, recommend it 100%. I'll have to listen to it. And then we had to put together a flower arrangement. So, let me just say, one of my aunts is helping me out, and I'm so... Oh, that's 9 Inch Nails. Oh, that's what Nin is. Okay. I never put 2 and 2 together. In any case, I'm so thankful that my aunt is helping me out because, like, 3 songs. Yeah, only 3. Only 3. I know what cards. Squares. Okay, come on now, Rig. So we were doing like the flower stuff. We got to pick the like arrangement. It's like it's gonna be like apparently white flowers are common at a funeral, which I would not have thought. I mean, I don't even remember the flower situation at Mom's funeral, so like don't tell me the color of nothing. So apparently white flowers are like, I mean, they're supposed to symbolize hope. It's like, I mean, I don't know, with a funeral, is hope the appropriate sentiment? I don't know. This is all new to me. So anyway, we chose, I guess, a kind of typical white and green kind of flower scheme for the flowers. And then Dad's favorite color was royal blue. So we're gonna have the ribbons on the flowers are, you know, royal blue. And there's this nice, like, yes, white lilies, and we did ask for lilies as well. We were hoping for tiger lilies specifically, but they're like, I mean, we could do lilies. It's like, that's fine. So yeah, just to have his favorite color in there. These are, like, things that, of course, you typically see flowers at a funeral, but, like, I guess I didn't think about, like, all the planning that goes into one. So yeah, we did the songs, we did the flowers, we did the urn. I know some people do, like, I didn't know people did this, but people do, like, keepsake urns. Like, just it's a tiny urn is all it is, you know? Just a little, like, hey, here's a piece of your loved one. Which I knew people, like, kept the urn itself, like the main urn. I didn't realize they did, like, tiny ones, which felt kind of weird. But I have heard of, like necklaces, right? Like, a necklace with some ashes in it. I've seen that, heard of that. My grandma has one for my grandpa. That was not new territory. Flower language is very important to some folks. Yeah. But, really, we're just, the main thing that confused me was just the color scheme. Like I said, white to signify hope at a funeral, I don't know. It feels strange. I guess the teeny urns are super popular. Yeah, and, where we went, they had, like, yeah, when you pick out the urn, you can pick out this, like, they have tiny urns to match. And I'm like, huh, how quaint. This is, huh. It felt weird, but I think it's more because I hadn't thought about that before. Not like dunking on him for it, just like, huh, I hadn't considered, you know? So we had talked, and it's like, hey, do you want anyone to have your ashes, like, if we were to do that? And so Dad's like, yeah, you know, you and your sisters. Well, essentially family, but not friends. He was like, it's kind of weird to divvy it up, because I had asked if he wanted his best friend to have some of his ashes, and he's like, it's a little weird. In India, white is a mourning color. I did not know that. Learn something new every day. But yeah, so, family, yes, friends, no. And I'm like, fair enough. So what ended up happening, it felt kind of weird, because I've got 2 older sisters, so it felt weird to, I guess, split the ashes up that much. I don't know, it just feels like divvying up a loved one, which is really weird. The only exception we made to that, it was, his oldest granddaughter, my oldest niece. We're gonna get a necklace for her. Just because she lives really far away, and she's young enough that, like, she's old enough to have a lot of memories of him, a lot of good memories of him, but it's like, her parents, my sister, you know, and her partner, can choose to go see Dad whenever, but my niece does not have that freedom to just kind of, like, up and go like that, being a kid, right? So I figured, hey, you know, it might be good to have, you know, a necklace with some of his ashes. Just like for her to just take wherever she goes. You know, I felt like that'd be really important for her. So my sisters and I were not getting any ashes. I mean, me personally, like, I've got Dad's jacket, so I'm gonna keep it. I've been wearing it. Like that's my memory for him. He would always wear this jacket. And I'll talk to my sisters about, like, if there's anything he had of sentimental value, we can talk about, do you want this? But yeah, my niece was the only exception for ashes. Which actually, yeah. My grandma was there helping me pick stuff out as well, along with my aunt. And she was pointing out this cross, and she's like, "Oh, this is a pretty one. You know, she's a young girl. I think, like, this cute cross would be a good idea." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, like, Dad wasn't particularly religious, and neither is my niece. So I don't know if a cross would be appropriate." So we ended up picking something with, like, doves on it. You know, it was kind of nice. But yeah, not typically things that you're thinking about. It's like, I mean, especially in in the age group that I'm in, you don't typically have to worry about things like this. So not only is it new ground, I've also got my aunt telling me, you know, typically you wouldn't have to be worrying about this kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, well, we're worrying about it, so I guess if and when it happens in the future, I've got a little experience under my belt, and so if anything else, this may be helpful in the future. Yeah, I thought doves were nice. Plus, my grandma was insisting on it being something feminine. I was like, okay, Grandma, how do doves sound? Because, like I said, she really wanted that cross, and I'm like, let's not do the cross, please. So, well, I thought doves were sweet, anyway. So I did that, and then, of course, there's all the, like, business matters of, like, hey, you need to talk to insurance, hey, you need to talk to credit cards. I had to cancel his Sam's Club membership. And they're like, hey, you know, why are you talking to us today? And it's like, well... Which thankfully it wasn't hard to do. You know, you just, like, you can even do it over, like, the little chat thing. Just be like, hey, I'd like to cancel this subscription. And they're like, alright, cool. Did you know that if you keep the subscription, though, you'll get all these perks? Do you want to keep these perks? Are you sure you want to leave? Yes, I'm sure I want to close the subscription. Okay, we're sorry to see you go. We hope you find your way back to us soon. I was like, not likely. We hate business. Yeah, well, I mean, like, they gotta. It's part of their job that they gotta do it. Whether it feels right or wrong, it's, like, part of their job, so I'm not gonna begrudge them that. I can still say that it's a little weird. Yeah, so, I mean, I've been getting some business done. We've been putting together, like, we had to write his obituary as well, which, obviously, I've never had to do before. It wasn't so bad, though. I mean, like, for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. You say, so-and-so, age this, has passed away, and then survived by family members, you know, like, you list some family members, and then you say a few things about the deceased, and then, hey, this is where the funeral's gonna be. We gotta, but, ooh, yeah. So, at least that's pretty straightforward. There were some of the sample ones that were given to us because we had the option to publish it in a newspaper. And it's like, let's not. I mean, like, not many people read a newspaper anymore. Plus, it's like, you don't think about it as well. Can I just say that it is, like, exorbitantly expensive to publish that kind of stuff in a newspaper? Like, holy cow, you don't think about it, but, like, holy cow, that stuff's expensive. I don't know if it's, like, a per-line basis or, like, I have no idea. But, like, the longest one, I think, was, like $500. It's like, are you serious? Holy cow. It's a good thing we're not considering this, because holy cow. So it's just on their website. Even, like, the smallest package was, like, $130. I'm like, what the hell? They're expensive. yeah, you know, just a little something on the website. We picked out a picture. Like, that's fucked up. Agreed. And even, like, when we were talking about flowers, we were looking at, like, the funeral home had, like, some arrangements that they could pick out and stuff like that. And even that was really expensive. So, the funeral director, when we were talking to him, he even recommended that we go to a local flower shop instead of doing it through them. Because going through the flower shop was cheaper than doing it through the funeral home. And he was right, by the way, because that's exactly what we did. And it was so much cheaper. It's like, damn, what? For flowers? It's often by the letter or by the word. Some newspapers only stay solvent on obits and business announcements and other stuff that's required to be published in a paper of local circulation. Well, that would explain why. Man, honkin' expensive. They've got 500, they gotta be jorking it, what the hell. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad we opted not to do that. Now, if we were back home, we would have considered it, but being up here, it's like, says something about the state of journalism. It kind of does. Just the state. I'm sorry. Is that little fella? Did you see that Christmas hat? You saw the Christmas hat, right? Hold on. Can I? I can't be the only one that saw the Christmas hat. Where is that? Oh, now I can't find the regular. Wait, no. It's like you gotta do like this, right? I don't know. Tell me you saw the Christmas hat. Yeah. There is a Christmas hat. It's not Thanksgiving yet. How dare. Oh, do all of them have Christmas hats? Hold on. So if I put one of my little fellas in there, will we have a Christmas hat on, like, my Traveler? Yes. Okay, then. In the spirit of next month's season. Not even, they should do like turkey hats or something like that. That's fucked up. This is not even, hasn't even been Thanksgiving yet. That's fucked up. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not doing this alone. I've actually got a lot of familial support, and it's really been helpful. I'm grateful to I'm grateful to my family. I'm glad I've got the folks here that are willing to assist. I hate the circumstances, but I'll be so sincerely happy to see you again. Agreed. Oh, so Dad's funeral is going to be held up here, where we are, and again, I'm not going to say, but I would like to do something back home as well. Just because, what's your favorite Thanksgiving meal? Mashed potatoes. That's easy answer. I like the seasoned mashed potatoes, and then like you get like the cheese and the bacon bits and like all the fixings on there. Oh, that's my favorite. But I do like a mean green bean casserole. Also, can I just say, not a big turkey fan. I like ham. I'm a ham guy. Not a turkey dude. Turkey is always dry. Or at least all the turkey that I've had. Plus, I just like the taste of ham better. Alright, get out of here. Get ready. Fight. Taters. I got that dog in me, and that dog loves potatoes. I like the sweet potatoes, too. It used to be that I didn't like the sweet potatoes so much. Gotta butter and bacon the hell out of them. So those some bitches, if you can't feel your arteries clang, it ain't tater enough. So true, 100%. The rule of mashed potato is you gotta send it. I'm a big ham fan. So has anyone here ever had tofurkey? The only time I've ever heard of tofurkey was The Sims, so I didn't know people did that. Have you ever had it? Like, is it just like tofu, like in the shape of turkey? Like, is it turkey flavor? Like, I want to know. I feel like I would eat it and just wish I had ham instead. We did rotisserie chicken and ham last year. That dog fiends for the honey glaze, huh? Peppered, oh yeah. Peppered green beans, yeah. The green bean casserole with the French's onion on it and the like can of cream of mushroom soup. Turkey is often unseasoned and dry because of the way people do it for Thanksgiving. There are better methods. For sure there are better methods. It's an experience. Are you talking tofurkey? I mean, I've had tofu before. Textural hell, flavor unique, tofurkey holiday roast slabs. Interesting. One day I would like to try it. See, I'm not as put off by textures. I will say though that I also like to have some preparation before weird textures. But I've had tofu before and it's okay. So it really more takes on the flavor of what's around it from what I've experienced in the past. I'd like to try tofurkey one day. I don't know that I'd be a particular fan of it. I think more people should do Thanksgiving duck. Ooh, Thanksgiving duck. Have I had duck before? Have I had duck before? I think I've had duck before. Like cubed up, right? I did duck if I knew what to do with it. I've never had to cook really any of that. Actually, Dad, when we were at home, Dad was the chef. He would do the Thanksgiving spread. Come on. Work with me, Monica. Yeah, so he would do like the Thanksgiving, he'd do Christmas, New Year's. We'd meet up at well, the family house essentially, because I mean, Dad still lived where we grew up, so it kind of feels weird to call it Dad's house, but I mean, yeah. So we would all meet up there, you know, for the holidays, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. I don't know if anyone really does like major cooking for not Thanksgiving, New Year's. We didn't. It was just kind of well, we still got Christmas leftovers, let's eat that. Plus, if you trim a lot of duck fat or render off the drippings and then you fry up some vegetable sides in it or add it to the stuffing, decadent. Oh, you know what? That's another good answer. Love me some stuffing. I'm gonna grab some water. Hopefully you can still hear me. 'Cause I'm right here. So, like, I am a sucker for stuffing. I like the box stuff. Some may consider this blasphemous, but I do like the box stuff. Like, ugh. I could... I've done that before, where it's like, what should I have for dinner? We do have a box of stuffing here. I'll eat stuffing. Take a little sip of water. Man, yeah. Mashed potatoes and stuffing. What else? I like pretty much all the bits of the Thanksgiving stuff. Underappreciated Thanksgiving meal carbs. Some good hot yeasty rolls. Oh man, we did like we did the yeast rolls, but I think we ended up swapping to the Hawaiian rolls after a while. Man, Hawaiian rolls are good. I so love me some Hawaiian rolls. I love stuffing so much that... Oh, yes, I do like the cranberry sauce. Like I said, besides the turkey, I like pretty much everything to do with Thanksgiving, like, dinner, right? Mix it all up into one horrible mash. Mushroom gravy. Ooh, mushroom gravy slaps. Mushroom gravy... Whoopsies. Mushroom gravy slaps severely. I am such a sucker for Thanksgiving food. Like, for some reason, it's like occasionally... at school, you know, when they did turkey, they would just do like a kind of Thanksgiving spread, even like, yeah, orange rolls. Ooh, I've never had orange rolls. Neither have I had roast beets. I've had pickled beets before, not the butt. Ouch. I've had pickled beets. I've never had roast beets, but I bet that tastes good. Gotta go make a sandwich with this conversation. Yes, get some food. Oh, speaking of, I've been like... the stress got me so bad the other day. We like to do white corn. Ooh, white corn, cream cheese, and chilies. Put it in the slow cooker. Warm and comforting meal. I would love to try that. That sounds delicious. You know what? I'm a fiend for cream cheese. I love those hors d'oeuvres where it's like, you get a pickle, you cake that sumbitch in a bunch of cream cheese, and then you wrap, like, sandwich meat around it, and then you cut it up into little discs. And those were our hors d'oeuvres, and like, I loved those. I loved making them too, because you get so much cream cheese on your hands that you just, like, you got to lick it all off. I gotta go hunt a turkey right now. Watch out, E-Critter is on the loose. Hungry. My house husband is making mac and cheese. Ooh, I could go for some mac and cheese right about now. Yes, horse divorce. Oh, I love hors d'oeuvres. Such good. Like I said, I love holiday food. I love holiday food. I love any food, but I love holiday food. Oh, man. But yeah, my stress got to me so bad the other day that I'm one of those people where my stress manifests not only as headaches, but as gastrointestinal distress. So, it got so bad that, like, it can get real touchy with, like, really seasoned stuff. Which sucks, because I love seasoned stuff. I love my seasoning. I love, like, give me all the garlic and whatnot. But, I had, like, I had a garlic, like a breadstick, you know, with a bunch of garlic on it. And it just threw my stomach into such turmoil. Like, I was sitting next to the toilet thinking that, I was going to lose that breadstick. Shits, yep. Yeah, okay, that's not the way to do that. The wind up and everything, I thought I had the way to, like, take care of what he was doing. I had it wrong. No, but, like, it was really bad. So I've been in, like, a mode of, like, being so careful with what I'm eating, just to make sure it's, like, really basic and, like, not super seasoned and, like, easy on the stomach and that kind of stuff, right? So talking about all this food, it's like, man, I can't wait for my stomach to get back to the point where I can do that. By Thanksgiving, it should be fine, you know, it's several weeks away. So I think we're good there, but, like, holiday food top tier, unashamedly high calorie. Indeed, that's where the real comfort lies, is in the calories. I've had the worst time keeping things down. Madison's making cheebs has been, macking cheebs has been all I can eat. Aw, man, that sucks. I hope your stomach feels better soon. I hope both of our stomachs feel better soon. Let's recover from upset stomachs together. You know what I wonder has kind of messed it up too? So my cousin, she's been kind of like, she's been trying to help me out with just keeping sane in all of this. And she was like, hey, I know you kind of spend a lot of time indoors, and you've mentioned that you don't eat very well, so I can bring you some vitamins to kind of make sure you don't crash and burn. And I'm like, hey, you know what? That'd be great. I could use some supplementing in here. And so she got me Complex B, I think it's called, and then vitamin D as well. And can I say the B vitamins? They smell like... So, you know those, like, those jelly beans that are like buttered popcorn flavor? I know some people like them. I hate them. They are disgusting to me. I hate them. They're so gross. But the Complex B vitamins, they smell like that. It's not that they smell like buttered popcorn. They smell like the buttered popcorn jelly beans specifically. It's like, ugh. And so I have to, like, I plug my nose. It's just like, it's gonna help me, but, like, ew. It's like, what is this? Ew, in chat. Ugh, butter, ugh. Yeah, I agree. Vitamins was a sweet idea. At least the gummies, they're very pleasant. They're like, it's like citrusy stuff. It's like, well, I don't know. It's not just citrus. I know orange is one of them, but I think mango was another. But, like, kind of like fruity stuff. So I don't think... No, it did say citrus. In any case, fruity flavors. They're very pleasant, and I like them a lot. But the B is like, I don't know about this one. Also, can I just say, like, when you use the restroom and it's number 1, electric yellow. I'm talking like, that'll light up under a black light. Like, it's a little concerning. But that's what it does. I remember taking zinc and that stuff was the worst. I have never had the misfortune of needing to take zinc. B stands for booty ass. This is, oh man. Yeah, like I said, and she's like, it'll help with your energy. And I'm like, you know, I don't have a whole lot of energy to begin with, so maybe this will be good for me. Gross. I try to swallow it fast enough that I don't taste it. Because I can smell it and it's bad. Like I said, the D vitamins are like, they're much more pleasant. I remember growing up we had to do vitamin C tablets. And those were super citrusy. Like, lemon flavor. So like, vitamin C and then lemon flavor on top of it. So like, really sour, you know? But downright pleasant in comparison to the B vitamins, I gotta say. Like, I will take it any day. Tastes like poo from a butt. Oh man, yeah, B vitamin helpful, but it is definitely function over flavor. I think it was something super artificially flavors my number 1 tip. Helps Tampico for the win. Indeed. I actually found out the other day that my allergy medicine, because I take Allegra, specifically I take the, like, not, I don't do the name brand, I do, like, fexofenadine, right? Those fake flavors have to try hard. Oh yeah, it's strong. But I found out that with my allergy medicine, you're not supposed to take it with fruit juice. Now I know grapefruit can mess with your medicine, but I don't know why it didn't specify grapefruit juice. It just said don't take with fruit juice. It's like, okay, interesting. Curious to know why. Yeah, generic is the way to go. All right, Rachel, chill out. I have to question your outfit choice. This is one of those DLCs, the, like, Santa bikini thing that she's wearing. That was one of those things where it's like it was in a bundle, like a bundle that was on sale. So it's like I didn't want it, but it was, you know, in something that I wanted anyway. So I was like, alright, I guess I have this now. And I can't shut it off, by the way. I've tried to, like, to toggle, like, oh yeah, you know, like, yeah, just turn off this specific DLC and it'll be fine. It only turns it off for, like, stuff that I can choose. The computer can still choose it. I was like, well, that sucks. Yes, agreed. Generic is the way to go. It's much cheaper. My morning OJ was canceling out my Adderall for years. No, that sucks. Who knew that the delicious orange juice would be the traitor all along? Yeah, so, I can't take my allergy medicine with fruit juice, because, yeah, it kinda negates it. But I am also an orange juice truther. I love orange juice in the morning. I can't do coffee very much. I think I've already mentioned that before. I've got a caffeine sensitivity, so I can't really do caffeine very much. So orange juice is like my wake-up juice. But it also doesn't wake me up. It's just, I'm trying to, like, what is it, Pavlov is what it is. I'm trying to trick my brain into associating orange juice with wakefulness, so that even though the orange juice itself doesn't wake me up, I'm trying to get it so that my brain associates orange with wakefulness. Doesn't really work because half the time I'm drinking orange juice when I'm tired, so I don't know. This is another outfit I don't like, by the way. Just the, like, Christmassy stuff in general. It feels, like, a little trashy, I don't know. Like, I guess, I don't know. To each their own. I know people like it. Good for them. I'm not one of them. Like, I guess if it just... I don't know, it's just kind of a dress and the skirt flies up and, like, get these very silly, like... I don't know. Skimpy themed costume in Dead or Alive? Man, what's next? A beach volleyball title? Man, I don't know. Beach volleyball themed dating sim? Well, speaking of beach, yeah. Ow. I was just talking the other day about, there's this outfit that I really wish they brought back. Because, like, they've left some really cool outfits behind in other games. So, like, my one... Chased! Oh, hey, listen. Not chased. I'm just saying they could do it better. Because, like, this outfit that I got Kasumi wearing right now is... It's plenty, like, it's skin tight, you know, it leaves nothing to the imagination. It's just, like, colors on the body, right? So, I mean, it's pretty tight and, like, prude. Alright, listen, I'm no prude. I mean, if I were a prude, would I be appreciating this outfit? I don't think so. I don't know, I just feel like there's better way. Joking! Very true, very true. I do like my fair share of pretty ladies and handsome men, alright? It's just like, I feel like sometimes they're a little lazy when it comes to their outfits. Like, especially the Santa ones, it's just like, I like to think they're channeling their inner Power Ranger. Are you talking with the, like with this suit? Because yeah, I think so. You have earned the rank of pervert. Oh, I'm honored. Wow, you're not supposed to be able to do that. She just used her power bar to, like, do a really strong hit. Technically, you're not supposed to be able to counter that. But, alas. Get dunked on, Hitomi. Like, I get that there is a market for, like, the sexy outfits and whatnot. At least make them look good. Like, this one, I don't like this one. But other versions of this outfit that the other characters have, I like it. Just not this one. Wish my bangs looked that good all the time. Yeah, you gotta wonder what kind of hairspray that they use. How did we get here? I was just complaining about the Christmas, like, outfits. We were talking about food before that. And vitamins. We were talking about vitamins. I guess we've kind of, like, walked that road already. But yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty hair. The hair physics in here are weird, though, I gotta say. And maybe other games do it, but, like, the hair is so light that it, like, floats down instead of, like... It's like the hair doesn't have enough weight. You know what I mean? And, like, you don't see it much with Kasumi, but, like, there's this character named Mary Rose that has, like, pigtails, and she does, like, a little twirl in her intro. Her pigtails are, like, it just, it looks like they're, like, ribbons on her head rather than pigtails. Ghibli hair. Yeah. Eyelash glue to the forehead. What is that stuff that, like... It's like that. It's that tape that people use to, like, keep shirts on their chest when it's like they don't really have straps. Like that kind of stuff.
Let's see if you can stop me.
Brother, why?
Anyway, okay, right. So, boob tape. Yes. Titty tape. Ow. How dare you? Hey, we're talking about titty tape over here. You gotta allow room for some titty tape, Hayate. Get with it. Ow. Stop it. But yeah, there's this outfit that, my favorite character, Bayman, wears. In, like, DOA 3? That's, like, it's Leon S. Kennedy coded, actually. I'll say that, because it's got, like, it's like a turtleneck situation, and then it's got, like a harness, like, on the shoulders that, like, have, holsters for pistols on it. Here, okay, good, we're at the end, so I can go look for it. I will show you what I'm talking about. Where is this? Where is this? I'll just, like, copy it and I'll show it to you. Like I said, it's an older game, so the graphics are going to be different. Oh, come on, where is it? It's my favorite outfit, and I wish they brought it back, but, like, it stayed isolated in the older games. It just never come back. Okay, copy. Over here. Leon! Yeah, you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean when I get it up here. Oh, I don't want to do that one. Well, I guess I can just add one, right? I click the this button? Oh no, I don't want a new scene. No, I want a new source. Oh, here's, okay, I click that, and then I do the this thing, and then I do that, and then I do, this. Okay, and then, well, I guess I would need to download the picture then instead of copy it. So save the image. Save it here. And then we come back over here. And then I, go to downloads. I click on this. There he is. There's the outfit. That's the one. You see what I'm talking about with like it's like the holsters for the pistols on the shoulder and chest, that kind of thing. Look at this. Look how cool this looks. Like, look at that. That's my favorite one right there. I wish they brought that back, but they never did. That one's my favorite. That's my favorite for the boy. Where did I put it? Okay, here we go. So maybe you can see what I mean with just the top portion is really like Kennedy coded. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Aha. They never brought it back. But there are a few other costumes that are cool that they never brought back. Like, frames the pecs in a very pretty way. Yeah, like, actually, my sister was like, wow, he's got titties. Like, oh, I wasn't thinking about it, but I guess he does. Boy lingerie, cover them up, slut. He's already wearing a turtleneck. I like to think that he doesn't wear it anymore because he lost the sweater. Like, it's been a long time since DOA 3. He's probably doesn't even have that anymore. It's funny, he also had the recurring gag was he had like a full scuba gear set. I'm talking like he had the oxygen on the back, and he had the goggles, and he had the snorkel, and like full like diving outfit. Complete with the flippers, by the way. So this was a running gag that he had in like, from the first game all the way to the fourth, and then no, he had it in the fifth, all the way to the fifth game, and he does not have it in the sixth. It's like, as goofy as it was, and I never used the outfit, it's like, come on, that's his gag, that's his bit, you gotta let him keep that. But alas, they said no to the goofy scuba gear. Flippers is... Yes, he had the flippers. It was very funny.
Fight on. Okay, let's fight.
I think what would have been really funny, so, you know, there's like they got like a super meter in here now, which is, for those uninitiated. The bar on the bottom, the blue one, that is new. That is strictly in DOA 6. The other games did not have it. But of course, when you use that super move, there's some costume damage that happens, and you'll see it right here. Like, it's gonna knock her hair loose, stuff like that. I like to think that if they brought that outfit, the scuba gear, into 6, I want to see those flippers just like fly off in just like a very comical way, just like every which like direction, just fly, like just you know those videos where like someone goes flying and like their Crocs fly off as well, like that kind of thing. I think that would have been hilarious. They missed out on a very silly visual gag. But apparently there are whispers of them potentially doing more with DOA 6, which is wild, because DOA 6 came out in like 2019, I think, so it's been like, oxygen tank flies off like a loose balloon. Yeah, they just go flying everywhere. But yeah, they're apparently talking about like potentially doing more with DOA 6. And like they're like, no promises, but we're talking about it. And typically what the DOA games have done in the past is like they'll do like an ultimate version where it's like the gameplay is tweaked, or there's more characters or more costumes, or like something like that. Like enough changes that they're like, here's an updated version of the game. So we're, you know, everyone's wondering, oh, are they finally making a DOA 6 Ultimate? Which, it's funny, DOA 5 had, so it's DOA 5, and then Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate, and then Dead or Alive 5 Last Round. Which Last Round had way more stuff than Ultimate. So that got 2 versions of the game. But yeah, we're hoping that they're finally talking DOA 6 Ultimate, which would be great, because if they did that, like, they could add all of the things that they didn't have before, like, tag mode would be great, team mode, I don't know if they would have had any more characters, per se, but, like, there's some of the story got cut, so things like that they couldn't add in base DOA 6, it's like, well, maybe they could do it, and I know I'm probably getting my hopes up, but, like, I hope they do a DOA 6 Ultimate, just to, like, kind of try to bring DOA back, I guess, from the brink that DOA 6 put them in, because, man, this, I don't... See, I have fun with DOA 6, I really do, but, especially the story leaves a lot to be desired. I don't have the VODs for it anymore, but, like, man, you should have, like, I don't know who all got to see the DOA 6 stream when I was, like, playing the story for the first time, but I was sitting there going, what the hell is going on? I do have, like, a couple clips where I'm talking about 2 of the characters. Well, a few of the characters, actually, but, like, it was only that part of the, story, but the rest of it, I was going, are you serious? What is this? So I hope that they add more to the story. That would be nice. I'm not expecting it, but, you know, I would like it. Pretty please. It would not take much to improve the story. It is not a high bar. Ow. How dare you? Oh, I was kind of hoping she'd do that. No, it's fine. You got me talking about DOA over here. Yeah, I guess, you know, in light of all the kind of heavy stuff that's been going on, this has kind of been my first chance to sit and game, you know? I mean, like, I got to play with you the other day, Clover, but, like, that was all I got to do. I don't have to worry about doing anything else for, the rest of the day, or part of tomorrow. So this has really been the first chance I've gotten to just, like, vibe. Alright, oh, sorry, Bayman, I forgot. You get salty. Alright, let's get in here. Ah, quit it. Nice to just look at man boobs, despite it all. I could send you that Bayman picture if you really want it. I can't find better pictures of it, though, because, like, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate, like, has a better version of it, but I can't find that particular iteration. Therapy for real. just look at some boobs and you'll be fine. They will the bosoms upon which you can rest your head. I'm trying to, by the way, I know I keep playing the same character over and over, and it's because we're grinding right now, is what this is. This is Life Update and Babble, barely concealing the grinding aspect of what I'm doing right now. Because I'm trying to get her up to level 60. Motorboat your problems away, warm and comfortable. But yeah, sorry. Yeah, so we're in grind mode. That is true, that is how it works. I've never done that before, but it sounds pleasant, so I will take your word for it. Alright, get out of here, Kokoro. Oh, not this again. I like grinding in video games. Oddly, very nice to just do the same thing. Yeah, it's very, you know, it's the repetitive, like, like, no thoughts, head empty. You can kind of, like, just think while you're doing stuff and not have to focus too hard about, like, the task at hand. Which is why, you know, when I want to babble, I'll play something like Minecraft, where I'm, like when I'm digging Big Hole. That's very repetitive. Or I play DOA, which, especially on lower levels like this, like, I'm only playing on level 3, right? There's 8 difficulty levels. I'm only on level 3. This is, like, normal. The normal level. So I kind of just get the vibe. I like beadwork. I think I do like beadwork. It's just that, I don't have a lot of time for projects. Or at least the time that I could be spending on projects I spend on video games. That's the more apt explanation for that.
This fight is mine.
Yeah, my
In the name of Mugen
my cousin was asking, you know, like, I knew how to crochet a while ago, but not like complex stuff. It was more like crocheting the strip, the line. So my cousin was asking if I want to get back into crocheting, and I'm like, frankly, I don't know if I've got, like, if I have the bandwidth to be getting into crocheting right now. But it was fun. I also started doing, like, this kind of I don't even remember what you call it, but it's like it's not embroidery because I'm sewing things to a piece of fabric, but it's on, like, an embroidery setup. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a little sewing project. Anyway, I'd started one of those and I never finished it, so I've still got this partial thing floating around. I stole the needle from it, though, so that I could patch up some holes in my hoodie, though. It's like, hey, I've got some thread, which I bought some extra thread. I didn't use the the project's thread for it. I bought the extra thread. I was like, hey, I've got thread here, and now I got this free needle. Hey, let's do some sewing. Let's patch these holes. Cross stitch? No, it wasn't cross stitch. Well, maybe it was. I guess I'm not entirely sure what it was.
I will. Fight on.
In any case, some kind of sewing project that I never finished, but I stole the needle from.
Attack me.
Um,
In the name of
I don't know about you, but I'm one of those folks that when I'm patching up clothes, I'm very utilitarian about it. By which I mean I don't care about making it look pretty. I'm just like, it's sewn, ow, and it's done, right? So, like, and I don't mind the look of patches on clothes. I do like patches on clothes, because it's like, you know what? That just tells me that article of clothing is well loved. So I have these pants that are like, the knees are half patches at this point. I didn't end up bringing them, but they're very comfortable jeans. Bonk. Yeah, so I ended up patching up some holes in like this gray hoodie that I have, which I think is dirty right now.
I'll play with you.
Has that been washed? We need to get a new washer, actually. Because, like, the washer has been, like, leaving water in the bottom instead of draining it out. And this particular washer is, like, it's older than me. I think it's almost double my age. It's pretty old. So it needs to be replaced. With patches at knees and elbows, give souls to the garment. Yeah. It's very nice. It gives a character. That lived in vibe. Get over here. I want you to come to me. Ow. Seen people putting heart-shaped patches on their jackets and sweaters. Aw, that is cute. I just do squares, really. And I'll do squares in different, like, different patterns. So, like, just, it'd be like, I have this size fabric that I can use for that size hole, and I don't care what it looks like. Same with the thread as well. I'll just grab a random thread.
Opponent?
I got, like, especially for those jeans, I got, like, green and blue thread, and I think some red on there, some black thread. Like, I'm just like, I'm gonna grab it, and I'm gonna use it So, like, part of the charm for me, picking out that stuff is that it is all over the place. Because I do like a lot of patterns and colors. So it's like, you know what? I don't mind what the, what the color of the patches or the thread is. I'm not trying to match anything. If anything, I'm treating it as like a little design element on there. Just a little extra thing for me to enjoy when I look at it.
I will fight on.
That's the way I sew.
Let's do this.
I've never...
Mugen Tenshi.
This is something I need to learn. I've never hemmed pants. I need to learn how to hem pants. Because I'm short, but I am also wide. So the pants that I wear are often too long for me. Get out of here. So, my pants, the pant legs, are, kind of rub on the ground when I walk. So they get all tattered and whatnot. And I've just kind of gotten used to that. Kind of a grungy look there. But with nicer pants, that becomes a problem. And so I really ought to learn how to hem.
Tenshi.
I think I would benefit from learning how to hem. You know what? I kind of want to... Here's what I'll do. I've been playing her for a while. Not very short. You just gotta donk-a-donk. I don't know. 5'2" is pretty short. Alright, I'm gonna play my boy for a bit. Where's this fella? There we go. There's my boy. I have some width. I have some girth. And that does not lend itself well to the, I guess, the body type that people tend to make clothes for. So yeah, I ought to learn how to hem. Ouchies. 5'2". I remember you tall. No, I'm kind of small. I am small. Let's just say I'm short. I'm not exactly small. I wonder why you remember me tall. I'm not at all. I'm not the shortest in the world, I'll tell you that. There were a couple girls in high school that I could actually see the tops of their heads, and I was like, wow, is this what it's like? This is what people see? In my mind, you're tall. I walk into a room and they say, huh, I thought you'd be taller. Because I'm just larger than life, baby. Ouch, my reputation precedes me. I got that big attitude. As the song goes, big dog status ain't no secret. In any case, yes, I am short and I am wide, and so it makes clothes shopping a little hard when it comes to pants. So I just kind of deal with what I've got. And that means, especially with those jeans that fit me so well, I want to keep them as long as possible. So I'm going to do whatever I can to patch them up so they'll last longer so I can wear them more.
End this quickly.
I think it might be nice to be tall for a day. You have tall energy? Thank you. I've been told that, I guess stereotype? I'm not sure if that's even the right word. Where it's like shorter people tend to be louder and like taller people tend to be quieter. I've been told that, my personality fits my height. It's like, you're really loud. And just all over the place and energetic, So I think this is the first time that I've been told I have tall energy. Mending is sustainable, which makes you better than everyone, actually. So eco-friendly. So very eco-friendly, very mindful.
If you think this will be child's play, think again.
Wait, that's not the one I meant to do. I'm still thinking about Kasumi's moveset. That's kind of the downside of switching like that. Quit it. Get out of here. Ouch. Should have blocked low. I flinched when I should have scurried. Very demure. Very true, very true. Oh, dodged it. Get dunked on. It's always satisfying when you can just, like, sidestep them like that.
In the name of Mugen Tenshin.
Are you here to take me out?
Hey, we were just playing her. Get out of here. Be gone. Yeah, I think of my family, technically Mom was the shortest. I only have like maybe a ½ inch on her. Like a ¼ inch or something like that. Because it was like a rite of passage to grow taller than her. So I think I have like, it's a very small margin because we were both 5'2". But I have the ½ inch, I think is what it is. I have the ½ inch on her. So then there's me at like 5 3/4 inches or something like that. Well, 5.5 and 3/4, right? Well, 5'2", you know what I'm talking about. 5'2 3/4. There we go. And then my sister Allie is slightly taller than me. I think she's like 5'3", something like that. And then my oldest sister, I think she's like 5'4" or 5'5". None of us are very tall. And then Dad coming in at 6'2". Like, he took all the height for himself. Like, dude, you couldn't spare a little? You got 6 whole feet of height. You couldn't spare, like, even a ½ foot for me? Nah, but I'm not so worried about my height. I mean, I've been 5'2" for a long time, so it doesn't really get to me. I do wish sometimes that I were taller, just because it's easier to reach things. And I wonder what it would be like to look down and be able to see the tops of everybody's heads. But it's not like something I'm self-conscious about. It's just, I wonder what it would be like. I'd like to be tall for a day, but then I think I would want to go back to my height.
Are you here to take me out?
It does kind of add to people thinking I'm younger than I am, though. Which is a thing I've brought up before. I'm baby-faced, and I'm small. So this means that people are like, hey, you're a lot younger you're a lot younger than you actually are. Like I think you're a lot younger than you actually are. Like, people assume I'm younger, I guess is what I'm getting at. And as I said, the height contributes. I do wonder what people would say that I look like now, because, like, I was told in high school that I looked like a middle schooler, and not long out of high school, it's like people were, before we came up here, people were just starting to be like, well, you might not be in high school, I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know if I don't think I pass as, like, a teenager anymore. Which is fine. I'm okay with not passing as a teenager. But I do remember there was this guy that I was dating back in high school. And one of his friends thought I was a middle schooler and got, like, they got on his case because they're like, what are you doing dating a middle schooler? That's, you know, that, like, morally, ethically, that's very wrong. And it's like, no, you don't understand. She's my age. Like, haha. He tells the truth. That was kind of funny. Things like that don't really happen, though. I actually, so, going back in the conversation a bit to kind of more of the darker bits, getting the, like, funeral stuff set up. So I got to talk to the minister today for the funeral. Dad wasn't a very religious guy, so we didn't need, like, youth as a gift. Oh yeah, agreed. But, It was very funny. Also kind of nice though. So, or at least the nice bit is something that I wasn't, not the thing I was originally bringing up. So I was talking to the minister that's gonna be there for the funeral, because the funeral home ended up picking somebody, and they were like, yeah, he'll reach out to you. I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know. And so I'd been waiting for a couple days, and he finally reached back out to me today. It's like, yay, it's been a couple days. We've been waiting. I'm glad you finally called me back. And like, of course it's a number I don't recognize when he calls me, so I'm like, this could be anybody. Ouch. Alright, that's how you want to do it. Oh! Mean to me in ways that I don't like. Get over here. Let me lock in for a second. Anyway. So, when we were talking, he actually asked what kind of schooling that I'd had. I was like, well, frankly, to be honest, I graduated high school and then, just started helping Dad, so I haven't been to college or anything like that. And he was like, oh, well, you sound, you know, you sound very put together, you know, like, which I'm not sounding very put together here. But apparently, I sound like I've been to school other than high school, so I was like, yay. Yippee. But the part that I bring up relating to age that I thought was funny was, when he was trying to get the vibe for the funeral. He's like, okay, is it gonna be like black tie? Are we talking more casual? And I'm like, well, I guess like Sunday best, question mark? That's what I'm kind of expecting the vibe to be. I mean, like, there's gonna be, I'm sure, people in like suits, but like as far as the women, I'm not expecting like full dresses or anything like that, because I know one of my aunts is gonna wear a kind of like a suit situation, like a dress suit sort of thing, right? It's like, I guess I'm kind of expecting Sunday best, question mark? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I've got the vibe wrong, but it's, I don't know. Maybe, I guess we'll see. I don't think I gauged it very well, but he was like, well, I guess here's a way to kind of figure it out. What's your husband gonna be wearing? I was like, what husband? That made me laugh. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, I guess I just assumed. I was like, no. Should have been your just, no, I've got something. Thank you, though. Oh, that made me laugh, though. Oh, ouch. So what's your husband wearing? Yeah, like I said, it made me laugh. And I needed that laugh. It's like, you know what, after all the dark stuff that we're talking about, that was nice. Should have blocked tie. You never know. Whoops. I like her dress, by the way. It's pretty. Iconic as well. She's had this since the beginning. Your horrible wife at ceremony. I would love that. Oh, that reminds me. I did say, I'm gonna be... You can complain about the the ball and chain. I gotta go talk to the ball and chain, you know how it is, am I right? I'm glad none of my family is like that. None of them speak like that. None of them have called their partners the ball and chain or anything like that. So, you know, very, very happy that that's not a thing. Can I help you? Get out of here. The cease and desist papers, I have them. My bitch wife. Ugh, the old crone back at home. You know how she gets. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad none of my family's like that. They can be pretty religious at times. Mostly my grandparents. but not like that.
Go home.
All right, let's do this.
I had another thought that I was gonna share, but now I can't remember it. It's because it's very late at night. But I'm trying to get to... Let's see, how long have I been streaming? I can probably look at it. I've only been streaming for an hour and a half? I feel like it's been longer than that. Seriously? Huh. Only an hour and a half. We just got to an hour and a half. I don't know how much further I'll take it, but I am getting sleepy. Ooh, get blocked. Yeah, I got more work to do tomorrow, including a phone call. Wahoo! An hour and a half! Give it up for an hour and a half! And I gotta, let's see, what do I have to do? I have to make a call, and I have to hunt around for... I don't have to do that, actually. I can wait on that. I only have one thing to do tomorrow. Woohoo!
I have no intention to partake in your games.
Well, technically two things, but one of them I can pyro. Ow. Day 53! Give it up for day 53! Woo woo woo!
Get ready. Fight.
What is it? Hold on. Christy, you'll have to wait a second. What's the throw that I'm thinking of? To left and then down. Hold on, hold on. Oh, not that one. There we go. I knew there was a variant, I just couldn't remember what it was. You're chilling tomorrow, we can yap. I work the 3 a.m. Ooh. Very nice. I think that'd be fun. Like I said, I do have to make a phone call.
I have no time for
But then, after that, I think that would be a good time. Get out of here with that. I so love to yap. I don't know if anyone can figure that out. Like, I don't know if that was, evident. That I like to just babble. I am such the fan of babbling. Yippee! Heck yeah. Ouch. Ow. I don't think you're dressed appropriately for this fight. I love to yap and yip and pip and babble. Ah, shooting the shit's one of my favorite things to do. It's just like talking about just about anything. But I also like to listen to. I like hear one-on-one as well. Getting to just kind of babble and talk about whatever. I do like to do that, but I feel like when I'm in a group, I kind of get quiet. But it's because I'm listening to everyone else talk. Ouchies. How dare you? You are also dressed not for a fight per se. You're dressed for the beach. You missed the beach episode. Whoops, that was too early. Get out of here. But yeah, in like group settings, I get kind of quiet because I like listening to other people talk. One-on-one is the best. I do like one-on-one. You know, I feel like it's a time and a place, right? You know, it's like sometimes it's nice to have a one-on-one, and other times it's nice to be in a group. Getting those friendship points for real. I will say though, I do have a couple friends that we don't get to talk very much, but like I guess it would, if we're talking like Stardew Valley terms, it would take a long time for those friendship points to decay. I'm one of those folks where it's like I'm pretty understanding. If it's been like a month since we've spoken, there's no hard feelings from me. I know you're busy, right? That kind of thing. Where it's like just acknowledge me every now and then. And then I'll be like, yay, right? I think I've got a couple friends that I haven't like actually spoken to in like a year, but I still consider us friends. I just know that, you know, it's like life gets busy, life gets away from you sometimes.
Let us begin the experiment.
Are you here to
You
take me
again.
out?
Get out of here with you. Take your cat ears somewhere else. I like cat ears, but not yours. List of things I like, not you. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Pest. Pest. Now she as a character, I guess, is okay. I just don't like fighting her. She's annoying. Get away. I messed it up again. Should have been the other way. I'm telling you, I'm getting tired. Is it this way? No. Quit it.
Are you here to take me out?
Yeah, I'm feeling the fatigue here. I wonder, we could probably go to like, we'll go to 12:30, how's that sound? And then I'll see if anyone's streaming and I'll send you folks in that direction. But I need to be getting some EP, if possible. I was kind of hoping the upswing would get you. Oh well.
Get ready. Fight.
How's that sound? Not much to say on that one. She just kind of went with it. Ah, you again.
Are you here to take me out?
Yeah, so I guess, like I said, streaming is gonna be a little inconsistent for a while. I kind of can't help that. Things are just kind of gonna be up in the air for a bit. Obviously, I would like to continue streaming, and when I have the chance, I will do more. For the time being, don't expect a lot of the video game stuff. There's certain stuff that I'm helping my grandma with right now, and that means that the late night streams will probably be more like talking, things like that. I could try to set up my phone so that I'm doodling, and like you can see the doodling, but I can't be up late on my computer like I could before. I will get in trouble. Not the setup that I like, but it is what it is right now. So yeah, it'll be more, I guess, like life updates and doodles and like things like that. But obviously I would like to keep streaming, and of course I would love to continue to, you know, interact with you guys and keep you in the loop on what's up. Do like Discord whiteboard. Yeah, that really works better on a computer though, and I'm part of the problem is the computer. Like, she doesn't want me on a computer really late at night, and it's her house, so it's her rules. Otherwise, I would continue streaming as normal if possible. I could probably try to do it on my phone, but it would be a little hard.
Are you here to take me out?
So I will find a way to make it work, I guess is what I'm saying, but not only are streams going to be kind of inconsistent, like, schedule-wise, it's also not going to be gaming for a while. Not what I want it to be, but like I said, it's kind of where we're at. Big steppies, hold on. Can we just, like... Can we get the big steppies back in here? Big steppies. Look at him go. Big steppies. You can't beat the big steppies. Ouch. You can't beat it. No matter what you do, you can't beat the big steppy. Quit it. I said you can't beat the big steppy. I mean it. Ow. Alright, fine. You asked for it. No more big steppy guy. Oh, perfect.
Go home.
Hi, Steppen. Steven. For real.
I don't.
I'll end this quickly.
Never underestimate the power of Big Steppy. Aha! You thought. Yeah, so, like I said, that's where we're at. Kind of different stuff. I'd like to keep going. One day we will get back to the typical streams. I would definitely love to do that. Like, we started Silk Song. Obviously have not finished that, and I would like to. But, yeah, it's gonna be a while before we can even do that. I don't know what the future holds. I mean, no one does, but it's been, I guess, especially tumultuous. We've kind of had a, you know, major upheaval in our lives, what with Dad passing away, and it still feels weird to even, like, say that, you know? Like I said, it's like part of my brain is in denial that he's gone. It's like, of course he's not gone. You just gotta, like, he's just doing something right now and he'll be right back. And it's like, that's what part of my brain is saying. It's like, no. I don't know how to, like I said, I don't know how to reconcile it in my head. Because I know, but at the same time, it's like, hard to wrap my head around. And I'm not exactly a stranger to this. Like I said, you know, my mom passed away, I mean, 15 years ago. So I've had experience with this before. But it's such distant experience. It's stuff like, well, I'm pretty sure I would have felt this. You know, like that would make sense that I would feel something like this. But I don't remember having those feelings, you know? It's just like, you know, it makes logical sense, you know, given what I know about the grieving process, that I would feel this way. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to reconcile in my head. Just, like, trying to get my brain to understand it. It's like it understands, but it doesn't, and so it's like there's like a strange kind of confusion in there, even though I know what's happened, and I don't know. I don't know about you, but, I think professional help is in my future. Also at a different part of your life, as an adult, things are more nuanced. Yeah, I think, was it you and I that were talking about that? I think we talked about that at one point. So I was talking to one of my other friends about it as well, and I think she said the same thing. So it could be that you both mentioned that. But yeah, it's strange. Like, obviously I'm not in denial about what happened. I mean, I was there when it happened. But just, yeah, weird. One day I will be able to make sense of it, but it is not this day. And I am too eepy to be trying to solve the mysteries of the universe. Now, what do we think of... Ow! Okay, that hurt. Why would you do this? How dare you? What do we think of this outfit, chat? I think it's pretty cool. I like it. I can never find boots that high, at least for myself. It's kind of the pants problem again. There's actually... Part of it is my calves are too big. So I got beefy calves. I don't know about you. When you walk around on your toes a lot, you get some beefy calves. So that means that boots don't like long boots don't like me so much. Giving Bratz a rock angel. Nice.
I'll make sure you regret this.
If you think this will be child's play, think again.
But yeah, I really like... I would love to own a pair of high boots. Can't though. At least not yet. One day I'll find a pair that can fit. I didn't even bother with the alt that time. I just wanted it to go through. Wanted it to be done. Yeah, come here. Ouch. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not what I... Oh, that's bad. Ow. 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 Alright, get out of here.
Get ready. Fight.
I haven't figured out... When I play her, I can't do that yet. I haven't figured it out. Ow. Because you can get people caught in a loop of just like bouncing them on the ground over and over. Just basketballing them. I can't do it yet. Also, on higher levels, she's very difficult. Even though she's got the... I just have to figure out like how to break her out of her strategy. Because otherwise she's just like unstoppable and just doing it over and over. Ow. What are we looking at? Okay, so this last arcade will be... That'll be the last to go. Ouch. Aha, gotcha. I need to focus more on blocking than countering. That's one of my big flaws. With fighting games, I should say, is not blocking. Because I'm like, yes, I should try to... I know how to counter. I'm gonna try to counter. It's like, no, you have to kind of wait for an opening to do that, or like a proper opportunity to do it. And I'll just sit there trying, like, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Like, no, you have to actually, like, there's a strategy to this. But I'm not a professional player. I sit here and fight the computers and I have fun. I don't stress it too much. And that is the health bar melter. Whoa, okay, that was cool. I'm glad that was recorded, because that was pretty cool. Ouch. Ow. I like that there's like a split second where he's just like sitting on her shoulder. It's Miku. Oh yeah, Kula? Yeah, it's Miku.
I'll end this quickly.
Where is she from? King of Fighters. Battle of Miku. Every Miku is canon. There we go, like that. You gotta wait for your opportunity. And I am a little impatient. Ow. Okay, I'm getting dunked on. Hold on here. Gotcha. I don't know how many more fights this is. They tend to do 8 at a shot.
Are you here to take me out?
Can I see from here? I think this is the last fight. Oh, I messed that one up. She wasn't supposed to crumple yet. It's fine. Ow, ow. Okay, alright, chill out. That's not the one I meant to do. Got it. Oof. That was close.
Get ready. Fight.
Did I get it right this time? There we go. That's the combo I wanted. Oh, thank you for the posture check. I am doing the gamer lean. Oh, pop my back right there. That was the last one. Perfect. I will also take a sip of water. Ah. My whole nonsense just fell. I keep dropping this charger. I don't mean to, it's just what it keeps happening. Are you still alive in there? Are you okay? Any damage? Yeah, we seem to be okay. Wow, the playback is all kinds of Gucci. Unfortunately, the spine hates shrimp. You are so right. The spine has a shellfish allergy. Alright, well that's the end of our little DOA escapade. Like I said, I'm going to find somewhere to raid. Oh, wait! I'm at my computer again! I can do my plugs! Wonderful! Okay, so the top link will take you to my streaming Discord. It's where I post updates about things that I'm doing off stream or, you know, in-game, anything like that. If there's any delays or cancellations, well, I should say, the next time I stream, this is how you'll know. Because I can't do a schedule right now. It's in the Discord. The VOD channel, I guess I could post this VOD. I don't have anything recent going up because it's been a while since I've streamed. But if I had that stuff, that's where it would go. If you want to be in the know for when I start posting the VODs again, there's like a little vote channel in the Discord. Let me just confirm what the name of that is. Voting and Reacts. So it's second from the top. The VOD Enjoyer role. If you react to that, you'll get the VOD Enjoyer role. And then you'll be in the know when those go up. So yippee. And last but not least, this link will take you to a GoFundMe for a friend of mine who is currently saving up for top surgery. Every little bit helps, and even if you just want to share the link, I know he'd really appreciate it. Haha! I still remember most of it. Alright, so let's find somewhere to raid. Where are we going? Where am I going to send you? I think I am going to send you folks to Jermeath, who is currently playing the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. There's actually drops enabled, I didn't know that. Apparently they have crowd control live. Yippee. So I think I'll send you folks in that direction. Unfortunately, I can't tell you when I'll stream next. I would very much like to have a schedule, but I don't. I'll do my best to let you know at least 5 or 10 minutes ahead of time when I'm about to stream. Like I said, things are going to be a little tumultuous for a while. But I hope eventually we can settle into a schedule and get back into the swing of things. That'd be nice. Anyway, we love Jermeath. Agreed. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed at least the second half of this stream. And I will see you folks next time. Bye, everyone! Oh. Wait a second. I had to... Oh, we're still sitting here for a second. Hi, Ron! Bye, Ron! I don't know how long you've been here, but hello! Alright, now officially, until next time, folks. Bye, everyone.